It seems Activision just can't help itself with its Call of Duty franchise. With the recent tease of Black Ops 6 and potentially a bigger reveal going to be shown at the Call of Duty Direct happening on June 10th, we already have bad news about the game, supposedly. Do you remember last year's Modern Warfare 3? Do you remember how instead of actually having, its own trophy list, it essentially was just DLC for Modern Warfare 2? So much so that they changed Modern Warfare 2 to now being Call of Duty HQ. Well, Call of Duty HQ is your one-stop hub for all things Call of Duty, including Warzone and the last 2 or so campaigns. Now, Activision seems to be doubling down on this horrible idea, but adding Black Ops 6 to this, HQ. This was spotted on Call of Duty Black Ops 6's Steam file via mysterious ad 7559. Where you can plainly see it's tagged as DLC in the app type. Sadly, this is not surprising, and it appears maybe all future Call of Duties will end up releasing the same way. The problem is the game's file size. The fact Warzone is included and gets updated and added onto constantly, the file size for COD HQ is already astronomically large. I know there's obviously, data compression plans in place for this and the option to uninstall some specific things, but what if I don't want the damn hub or Warzone at all? What if I just want to play something specific to Black Ops 6? When you only want to play Modern Warfare 2, you have to have Modern Warfare 3 installed because that's the Call of Duty HQ, base. I honestly feel Modern Warfare 2019 did it best. You installed what you wanted and left the rest uninstalled to save space. And with how very expensive SSDs, are required to install these next-gen games on, pretty much every time a new game gets released, I gotta delete something to make room. I don't even have Call of Duty HQ installed on my SSD anymore, and considering Black Ops 6 is going to be on Game Pass, does that mean COD HQ has to be on Game Pass? How will that work going forward? What's going to happen when this current generation, shuts down its online functionality? Will every, Call of Duty just become unplayable? From their perspective, it's actually good. It's much easier for them to integrate these games with Warzone this way. This way they have one base game that they need to support, and everything else is just a DLC under the hood. With Modern Warfare 2019 and Cold War, they had to port Cold War weapons and skins into Warzone, which runs on a different engine. Now, they don't have to do that anymore. Good for them on paper. However, it makes Warzone, it's causing it to be a buggy mess with every release because they're just cramming whatever they can into it. It would work much better if it was only supporting one game, like how Warzone 1, was at the start. And don't even get me started on the UI or the layout of it all. It's confusing as hell to navigate, and specifically things that I want to play and I'm interested in. It wouldn't surprise me if Call of Duty HQ eventually ends up being the only game on someone's SSD when it eventually balloons into like 500, 750, 1 terabyte download size. Knowing how shitty Activision is, they're probably going to start selling, Call of Duty SSDs with the game already installed on it.